We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 27, Newton. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
35-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On 2nd and 10, Newton slings this deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Newton. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Jones, off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a 3rd and forever now.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Jones. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Newton. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Drake. They call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Off play action. Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Newton's pass intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. That's good for 28 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Lets it go for Nelson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30.
1st and 10.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The final pick in this year's 1st round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Harrison on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Runs over him. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 30-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terry McLaurin, 53 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
On the option, here's Newton. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen. Now a timeout taken.
Complete.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Phillips on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Pass incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
First down, Lions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 7, Newton to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Drake. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want...
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's 2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, this one brought in by Jefferson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
First down, Detroit.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Jones now on first down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Kill. Right there. 54, right there.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 41, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Oh, boy.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Kenyon break the ball.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Down and 1.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Hopkins' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Flush to his right. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards.
This is Cohen.
First down, Lions.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
They run. This is Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On the option, here's Drake. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with Drake. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
13.